D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, Marlowe's Corner, Trey X, and the whole block fam. All right, so we have Timothy Bradley, always saying something ridiculous when he gets the camera in his face and a microphone in front of his mouth. Last night during the Bud Crawford fight, well, excuse me, at the conclusion of the Bud Crawford Mean Machine fight, Tim Bradley hollering in the microphone, basically saying that all the PBC fighters need to step up. There's only one fighter over there that's a man or that's a real fighter. I forget the exact phrasing that he used. And he said that's Deontay Wilder. And Bradley used the fact that Deontay Wilder is fighting Tyson Fury as why he sees him differently than those other guys. And he basically said, that, those guys, Bud's been basically begging these guys to fight. And Bud and those guys won't fight Bud. They need to step up. They need to put their big boy pants on. And, it was hilarious. I mean, I will say this. I agree with Bradley that these guys all need to be fighting each other. But I don't agree that it's just a PBC thing, like basically like they just refuse to fight Bud. I also want to remind Tim Bradley that Top Rank ESPN came in on the tail end of this Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury rematch stuff. This rematch was going to be made without them for May of this year. And then they came in and got Tyson Fury and basically prolonged the fight. And of course, it's going to be easy to come back to a fight that you've already made as long as that other side isn't using that as an excuse not to make the fight. Deontay Wilder, of course, isn't going to use that as an excuse and try to duck smoke with Tyson Fury, especially when there was some, Andre Ward, who said, I don't know if Deontay Wilder wants any more of that. So, Deontay Wilder's going to do what he's going to do. And that's take the fights and fight the guys that people say he won't fight. As far as those PBC fighters, yes, I want to see a fight between Bud Crawford and Sean Porter. I want to see a fight with Bud Crawford, Danny Swift Garcia. I want to see a fight with Bud Crawford, Mikey Garcia, Bud Crawford, Keith Thurman, Bud Crawford with Adonis Ugas. And at the same time, I want to see those guys mixing up with each other as well. I know some of them have, some of them haven't. So I don't like the stagnation in these divisions. I feel like there's a lot of top guys that could be fighting one another, and they aren't always fighting one another. Even when you look at, I think Danny Garcia, his next fight is supposed to be, I think it's against Ivan Redcash. That's not exactly who's who at 147. And his previous fight was against Adrian, what's his name? Adrian, man, the guy that Robert Easter just lost to. Man, I'm a good fan of the guy. The kid out of Chicago. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind what his last name is. But anyway, so that puts, basically Danny Garcia as having fought two guys who were not considered, to be world beaters or top level guys in 147. Adrian Granados, I'm sorry, that's his name. Danny Garcia fought Adrian Granados in the last fight, and then now he's going to fight Ivan Redcash. That's a far cry from the Keith Thurman, Sean Porters, and Errol Spence Jr.'s of the world. And of course, I didn't mention Errol Spence Jr. as a guy I want to see Bud Crawford fight right now, just because we don't see Errol Spence Jr. in the ring right now. Don't know how soon he's coming back. Don't know the extent of his injuries. But I'd like to see him in another fight, before I say, hey, he needs to get right in there with a top guy at 147 pounds. If that's the route he chooses to take, I support that. But if he decides to come in there and he fights, some guy like Josecito Lopez or even below that, I'm not going to harp on the guy because of what he's coming back from. But that said, I don't agree with Bradley's position and blaming these PBC guys for the fights. I think that it takes two to make a fight, and he can't make a fight with all those guys at one time anyway. If there's one guy in particular that he wants to fight, he needs to put a name on it. He needs to stop coming out after his fight saying, I want to fight all the top guys. Put a name on the guy that you want to fight and start working with your promoter to get the fight made. As long as it's all about, well, I'll fight anybody. Well, anybody is nobody at the same time. So let's see where this goes. I'm not gonna speak on it too much right now because Bud Crawford hadn't announced an opponent. He hasn't said anything about what direction he's going in. Bob Arum hadn't said anything right now. So let's just see what's next for Bud Crawford. We're about to roll into a new year. Maybe things will change. Maybe 2020 will be the year that these guys start mixing up in all the divisions and stop playing these games. It's D-Lo 404 Boxing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please hit that playlist for me as well. Hit that like button. I'm out. Peace.